Hey guys, this is Robonauts1 here, and I'm here to do the final episode review of Doctor Who, Series 8. This episode will include both episode 11 and episode 12. So what did I think of this episode? Of this finale? Personally, I found, episode 11 a lot better than episode 12, but the level of storytelling was really, really good. Like, I'm kind of annoyed at the fact that, this quality of storytelling wasn't seen throughout the season. This was, to the same sort of scale as what we were seeing at the end of, in the second half of Series 11. And it's kind of the Doctor I wanted to see. Sorry, I'm just giving myself a little bit of a perch. There we go, that's better. So I found that a little, annoying that we didn't receive this quality of, writing throughout the season, but really happy that the finale sort of ended on a goodish note. However, my problem is with this episode is there are a lot of problems. And a lot of it has, and I'm afraid that a lot of it has carried on from throughout the season. So let me talk about what the story was. The story was about, the story is, Danny Pink dies. And Clara, in an effort to, get Danny Pink back, enlists the help of the Doctor. And the Doctor and Clara basically go to the 3WQ, a corporation which basically it's like a funeral place, but it basically preserves the dead. And it's discovered that that people who are in the afterlife are conscious, and that every time someone is cremated, for example, they feel the same pain in the afterlife. And it's a really, really fascinating little concept that was told here. And I did really, really like that. This finale is actually a mixture between the Series 2 ending and Series 3 ending. There's a lot of mixture of stuff happening from the Russell T Davies era. There's a lot of elements from the army of the ending of Series 2. There's a lot of little flashes to that concept, and it's just really, really cool. And I also like the supernatural elements of Doctor Who. That element does change into more of a cybernetic type of story in episode 12. And that's because of the Cybermen introduction. The Cybermen appear and basically are rejuvenating the dead into Cybermen, which is also, again, a very interesting concept. Like, the finale itself has a very, very interesting story. What the problem is how this finale is the payoff that the finale does. And this is where I finally get to do my rant about Danny Pink and Clara. So this relationship has been built up for this entire series, for this entire season, and it's paid off in the worst way possible. Clara and Danny do not end up together at the very end. And Clara basically just flat out says she doesn't love Danny. She loves the Doctor more. And Danny, who has recently just died, hears this and it's quite sad, actually. This series tried its best to make us want this relationship to last. But the fact is, it doesn't last. It's perhaps one of the worst things that Stephen Moffat ever could have put into, for these characters. And Danny Pink as a character is just a poorly written character. Like, Danny Pink was supposed to have this tragic backstory. And it was supposed to be that, Danny Pink obeyed an order and that led to who he is now. But the way the finale reveals Danny's backstory is poorly done. It's revealed that Danny actually killed a little boy. And it's done in a way that it wasn't anyone's fault but Danny's. Danny actually murdered a little boy. And yet he doesn't accept that. He blames it on someone else. And for all of Danny's, Danny just blames, continuously blames, the Doctor and how the Doctor acts. But Danny, you actually killed a boy. Danny is a soldier, and he basically has to just live with that. Again, guys, he was just a really, really poorly written character, and I didn't like him very much. And Clara this season has just been the worst character. And it's so unfortunate because Clara is actually one of my favourite companions. But Stephen Moffat didn't know what to do with his character after Series 11. Because the way this character is, potentially is leaving the show is really, really bad. I do not like the way Stephen Moffat has just shafted a great character. Missy. Missy is revealed to actually be the Master. A female version of the Master. I've got to be honest, I kind of felt Missy was a little bit weak. I didn't really... I think the thing is, Missy was too sadistic. She was kind of like just a very crazy woman. And it didn't make much sense to me. But I liked the fact that this was the Master. I think it's a very interesting way to go with the character. Don't entirely get why she is the Master, but she is the Master. And I really liked her motivation in this episode, though. She's basically trying to, get the Doctor to understand that they're one in the same. Kind of like what the Joker tries to do with Batman. Tries to get Batman to realize that Batman and the Joker are basically the same type of person. And just the way she plots in this episode was just really interesting. And the Doctor, and she basically asks the question, is the Doctor a good man? And we see all these little plot threads tie up, and actually shows the Doctor is more of a general. The Doctor isn't necessarily a good man. He isn't necessarily a bad man either. He just is a regular... He just is a person who tries his best to help people in the best way possible. And I really liked that. And I think it's an okay thematic to have for a new Doctor. I just wanted something a bit more better, basically. And Gallifrey, the Gallifrey stuff do appear in this episode. And I wanted to see more Gallifrey. Like, that's what this season should have been. It should have been a Gallifrey-centered plot. And we should have been able to see the Doctor finding Gallifrey. And he doesn't. And it's a bit annoying, really. Also, I do not get the ending as well. I found the ending just so weak. And the fact that Clara and the Doctor are lying to each other really annoys me. So, all in all, this episode was good. Was definitely a marked improvement from other episodes. But the whole season in itself was just not good. And it was a shame, in my opinion. So, I'm Robinats1 here. I hope you enjoyed my Doctor Who reviews. And stay tuned for more TV reviews coming very soon. Bye.